I'm Don Gooch. I'm this year's chairman of the Hot Springs Chamber of Commerce, and my theme this year is Strive for Excellence and Highlight Excellence. And today we are highlighting the excellence that is Lisa Butler. Lisa is in the training department here at Oaklawn Racetrack, and she has been achieving excellence annually now for 5 years here at the racetrack, and she has been recognized by her teammates as a person of excellence within their organization. Lisa?
Well, thank you, Don, for having me today. Well, I grew up in Alaska and went to college in Northern California. Met my husband there. He was born and raised there in the Bay Area, and was a contractor for many, many years. And one of his reps retired out here in Hot Springs, built a big, beautiful house on the lake. And so we had been in Montana at the time, and we're ready for something different. I mean, we have 3 children. Now 2 are in college. And my husband came down here and loved it. He said, wow, this is just beautiful, and what a great community. And so we packed up and moved. So we're kind of adventurers at heart.
So on your team, you know, I know that you're trying to always improve the experience here and instill these values that you're talking about, but what kind of crazy or different things do you do to try to instill that have fun, that some of your core values?
Well, I think they do in training. I always have fun with them. But, you know, we'll do random things. Some of the other ladies and gentlemen in HR, as a group, will go over, and sometimes we just have fun taking their pictures, getting little props, you know, doing things that's just fun, and it kind of catches the guests' attention, and then we put that on bulletin boards and put it in our newsletter, and we really try to focus on the team members, you know, and what they're doing for us here, and we help with any kind of recognition. We have a lot of recognition programs and awards. We just went and delivered a dozen or 15 today, and so we make a big deal, and we get balloons, and sometimes we video it, we put it on Facebook, you know, so we try to draw a lot of attention to us, you know, everybody that's in here working hard.
So your teammates recognize that you do an awesome job. What is it do you think you're doing that is maybe setting a standard of excellence?
Well, besides kind of like a job interview question, I don't necessarily answer it that way, but I think it's just an attitude. Today we had Chinese for lunch, and I opened my fortune and it said, a sense of humor is one of your greatest assets. And it kind of is. I mean, you have to enjoy what you're doing, just being there every day, being around people. I mean, I think I just keep it lighthearted and simple, yet we get a lot of things done. You know, we follow through with the work we need to do. I mean, all that
It's a given, but you know, not everybody's able to do it.
Yeah, and I think the little things are important, calling people by their name and saying hello to everybody, and just being there and getting to know them and remembering that information. You know, that makes a difference when you meet someone. And
kindness matters is what my daughter says.
It is. It's true. Kindness, just simple respect and courtesy. But, you know, it's always, we teach this in our guest service, and it's exceeding guest expectations. And that's what we're about. But if we don't do that with each other, how are we going to do that with our guests? So I think just going above and beyond with each other is the place to start.
And I mean, like our community, one visitor to Hot Springs at a time, if we exceed their expectations, whether it be at Oaklawn or wherever it may be in town, that's the best advertising we can do, because they'll go tell their friends, I had a great time at Oaklawn. I mean, they were kind. They were, you know, I won money. I mean, I had fun, whatever it might be. But don't you agree that
for sure. And friendly is just in the DNA here. You know, it makes it easy for us when we talk about being friendly as our core value, because so many folks are from this area, and it's just naturally a friendly place. And hospitality, Southern hospitality is a big part of that. So, and I have to say, it's the friendliest place I've ever lived. You know, I'll give up my good Italian food in San Francisco if I can be with friendly people.
You have it. Ownership management's obviously very strong here. You know, is there any particular thing that they do that makes it easy for you to do your job?
It's a lot of things. I mean, I've seen a tremendous change with Wayne coming on board, and I can tell he cares about what all of us do and what we think, and he's someone you can talk to and present ideas, and then you see follow through, you see results, and that makes a big difference.
So he listens to you.
He listens, yeah.
It's amazing what can happen when we listen, you know.
and like I said, there's results, there's follow through, not just, just responding, I heard what you said, but then doing something about it. And I think that's trickling down through senior management and so forth. So Oaklawn's on a great track to be the
No pun
employer of
intended,
choice.
the
No
racetrack,
pun
yeah,
intended.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
even mean to do that.
Yeah. So let's ask you, what do you see in your teammate that sets her apart from everyone else?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm truly, truly lucky to have someone like Lisa on my team, and of course Kenny as well. But Lisa, to me, she was somebody that has a natural fit. She has a natural affinity for the job that she is asked to do. It is no problem for her to walk into a room and encompass the entire room. She can take 20, 15, 5 people and capture their attention with who she is and how she has people listen to her. She is friendly, but she's to the point. She gets her point across. And so that's something that I was looking for from a training perspective. But of course, also her impact on our culture is not to be underestimated. See, she does that through training, and she does it through every other program that she is a part of. So her latest endeavor, which she hasn't even touched upon, but she's been selected the chairwoman for our committee to develop our standards of behavior, which will be like the 5 or 10 commandments that we will all live by as far as Oaklawn is concerned. So every team member that walks through the door will be introduced to what her charter will create here in a month and a half time, present to Wayne, and then this will be rolled out as this is how we will conduct ourselves as representatives of Oaklawn to each other and also to our guests. And again, it is something that she was just a natural fit for. She is a natural fit for so many other things too. So I like being able to develop people. I like being able to have people shine, and I have a high performing department, which I am extremely proud of.
My observation would be that when you're asking people to do things, it's always better if you genuinely live what you're asking them to do.
Oh, for
and
sure.
it would come across in my brief interaction here that you're somebody who walks the walk, and they feel it from the minute they meet you, and that's always one of the best leadership qualities.
It makes a difference when, you can have that experience and relate to somebody. That's really what it's about. So if you're asking them to do something that you've done yourself and understand how it is, that makes a difference. So.
And you have a nice smile.
Oh,
So,
I can't stop.
what do you love about Hot Springs other than Oaklawn?
Well, I was
The nice, friendly people.
Well,
obviously.
yes, very friendly. I mentioned that already, but it's really beautiful. It's sort of this little hidden treasure that people don't know about, and all the interesting things that are here that have come out of the state. So it's been really fun to learn about different things that are here. And of course, Hot Springs is just beautiful in itself. But who would have thought we had an elephant refuge? I tell people that live in Arkansas and didn't know that.
I did not know that.
See?
Yeah. Where's the elephant refuge?
East of Russellville.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you ever are in that
Yeah.
way.
If I don't do a little better on my diet, they may send me to the elephant refuge.
But anyway, so so there's just been interesting things here to learn. And it's fun to sort of bring my experience and what I've encountered to Arkansas, because the South is, it's sort of on the border of the South, but it's part of the South, and it's just a different way of life. So, it's been a lot of
Great.
fun.
We're not going to keep you too long, but anything else you think you might want to throw out there about why you're excellent?
Well, I collect wiener dogs.
All right.
No.
Live or?
No, they're alive.
Yes, live.
Yes, they're
Okay.
alive. I adopt rescue dogs. Yes, I have 5. Natalie has 8, so she's ahead of me. But I'm catching up.
My first dog was Gretel, the
Little
dachshund.
dachshund? Oh, yeah.
Chewed on her tail.
So, and I've acquired them all pretty much through Oaklawn. I guess that I could add that. So if team members have dogs they need to find homes, we help them do that as well.
Are you a good handicapper?
No.
No. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Good.
I can explain what parimutuel wagering is.
Okay. Okay.
And you know what? Actually, I do bet on a particular horse, the Grays.
Okay.
I like the Grays. And the best advice I was ever given was, no matter how you come up with the way you bet, always stick with it, because eventually you'll win. So,
All right.
so I like that advice.